Before we begin, turn off the lights, close your door quietly, and listen carefully. Tonight, I'm going to tell you a real horror story, a story about people just like you, laughing, cooking, hanging out, with no idea that their last night alive was starting right then. But before we begin, if you hear a noise coming from your kitchen while listening, ignore it. Because this story isn't just a story. They say that the apartment I'm about to tell you about still makes the sound of metal clashing at night as if someone is cooking with no hands. And people swear the traitor of that friend group still stands on the balcony with a face you can't quite recognize, waiting for someone new to enter so he can finish his final recipe. If you're brave enough, let's begin. 5 young friends rented an old apartment together for the first time. It was a wide, spacious place, but it felt cold, with cracked walls and an energy that was heavy and strange. All of them were beginners at cooking except for one, the traitor, who never stopped mocking and exploiting the others. He saw their inexperience as a weakness to be used. On a rainy, pitch-black night, they decided to cook a group dinner. But every attempt failed miserably. The stove wouldn't light properly, the water wouldn't boil. It was as if the kitchen itself refused to cooperate, actively working against them. Then, suddenly, something shifted. The kitchen tools started moving on their own. Knives trembled on the magnetic strip. Plates rattled against each other in the cabinets. And the air filled with soft, hungry whispers that seemed to come from the walls themselves. Strangest of all, the smell of delicious food began to drift through the apartment, a rich, savory aroma, even though nobody was cooking. The lights flickered once, went out completely, and when they came back on, he was there, a tall, shadowy figure wearing an old, stained kitchen apron. His face was a blur of darkness, but his voice scraped through the room like rust on metal. I can make you the strongest among them, the one they all look up to. But each of your friends must die. Follow my orders, or you'll be the first to go. The traitor didn't hesitate. A smirk spread across his face. He agreed, and the night of death began. The first victim was his closest friend in the group. The ghost whispered, "Take him to the kitchen. Say you're making tea together." When he turns his back to get the cups, hit him with the plate, then choke him until he's silent. The traitor did as he was told. His friend died instantly, his eyes wide with confusion, never understanding why his best friend would do this. Next, the second victim. The ghost commanded, "Give him this dish. It's my special recipe, full of a slow-acting poison. Make sure he eats every last bite." The friend, hungry and trusting, ate the meal, complimenting the taste. Then he started choking slowly, his skin turning a sickly purple as the poison constricted his throat until his heart stopped beating. The third victim was next. The ghost said, "Bring him to the living room. Tell him to check the new decorations on the wall. Every touch will tear at his soul and twist his body into an unrecognizable shape. Don't let him escape." Horrifying screams shook the walls as the man's body contorted in unnatural ways, followed by a sickening, final silence. Finally, only one friend remained. The ghost pointed to the balcony. "Take him out there. Show him the view of the city lights. And when he relaxes, pull him down." The traitor walked his last friend to the railing, talking about their future. Then, in one swift motion, he pushed. A single, quick scream echoed from below. Then nothing. After killing them all, the traitor felt a surge of power. He was confident that he now controlled the ghost, that this dark power was his to command. But the ghost stepped forward from the shadows, its laughter a low, chilling rumble. "You really thought I needed you? Your turn has finally come." Before the traitor could even think to run, the ghost grabbed him. His body was twisted, his bones breaking, his form deforming into something monstrous and inhuman. His screams were cut off instantly. He was trapped forever inside the apartment. A permanent resident of that cursed place, the ghost stood alone in the kitchen, staring at the empty dinner table. It then whispered into the silence, "Anyone who thinks they're smarter than death always ends the same. So tell me, who's next to enter my kitchen?"